What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blaze video. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody New Year's went great. There's a lot to talk about today as well. There's a new character that's out, so we're gonna jump on that. I had a new subscriber of mine. That person was wondering how do we get accessories? Well, you can only get them through the shop. And you only get one. And I can't remember where you get it from. Oh, you get it from right here, I believe. It's somewhere. But you only get one. And they're not really worth getting. I'm not sure if they even have it in the shop anymore because I can't even find it. They might have actually taken it out. Yeah, because the rest of it's up here. Yeah, I think they may have. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, so the Prepared Heroes ring, it's horrible. It's not worth getting. And then secondly, the secret shop is here. So you do get accessories from that. We're going to go talk about that. You get your free summons here. And then there's a token of eternal godness. That's an accessory. And then you have basically a couple other slots for potential things that you may want to purchase with the rubies. So you can get basically accessories to the shops horrible through events. They can give them to you sometimes as well. So that's all when it comes down to that. There isn't really much more to say about that because they restricted how you get them. You can also get new ones by combining some as well. So hope you watch this video. Hopefully you see this portion of the video, because that's basically how you get them. And let's jump and try to get to the new hero. We're going to try to fight him and see if we can obtain him real quick. So you're going to need some good old warriors. And I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to choose this one. Now for and then I'm going to go Old Faithful, and then here. This is the team that I'm going to be using to try to take this guy down. We're going to see if that works. Before we do that, make sure you do your new events. Daily aspiration is very important. You get the origin crystal, which we need to power up the star of knowledge, I believe. And make sure you're doing Katarina's event. But let's go ahead and get into this, because I'm going to talk about like your general lineup and what you should be running, I guess. Another subscriber of mine, I'm not sure, was wondering how do you why am I missing so much and stuff like that. I did a video about that a while ago, I believe. So it's probably because most enemy characters in this game, they have high invasion. And as you power up your heroes, your accuracy will increase and stuff like that. And you may need to increase the accuracy of your heroes for that. And then you can also increase your accuracy through your jewels as well. But a lot of my characters do miss sometimes too. So if you just keep leveling up your characters, increase your accuracy, that will definitely help. But let's see if we can take this character down. Nice. He wasn't as too terribly hard, at least for me, for like the other two, or the other one. Well, the other two, yeah, because they were pretty hard to knock down. But we got him. Now we just got to make him now. But yes, because I did a video about investing into Ellen, this character. Mine's almost at 1 million. She doesn't miss as much as she used to, but a lot of your heroes have low accuracy. Some have high ones. And if you go to your jewels, you can increase your character's accuracy through the Jewel Sanctuary by the see right here, plus 16 accuracy. So you can increase their accuracy and stuff like that, which will very help. And then sometimes they just have really, really high invasion. But let's go ahead and make this character real quick, because we're going to dive into him as well. But your general lineup, we'll talk about that in a second, because you don't really have one, to be honest. Because as you play the game and progress, your general lineup is going to change. Like it's not going to remain the same, actually. It's always going to change up. You're never going to have the same team over and over and over and over again. That's just how it is. But the team I've been running, I'll show you and kind of give you some decent ideas of what you should be running or trying to run. That's going to be the hard part. That's going to be preference on what you want, because the game's always going to be hard on missing. Even with the highest accuracy, you still will miss. So it really just depends on your luck and who you're facing and what monsters you're facing. But we're going to increase this guy right here, power him up, and then we're going to save up rubies and power him up just like I did the last character. I just powered her up. I didn't even use these, which made me sad. I got to use more of these to power up some more. Power up some more because I was supposed to use all of these yesterday. I did power up yesterday. So there we go. And now she's over 1 million. Good. So yeah, I powered her up, and then I can also use Star of Knowledge, which Interstar. So let's see. Oh, it's a physical impact increase against World Gen. So it's just the bosses. So yeah, each one's going to be different that you face against. But yeah, I did power her up. I got all of her runes and stuff like that. I just got to get some more of her weapons. But yeah, but this is about him. We're going to dive into him real quick and see what he's all about. He's a warrior physical tank. So you got your attack speed, you got your attack defense, attack speed, STA, stuff like that, how you make them. It's kind of pretty cool. We're going to go to preview skills and see what he's about. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to see attack all enemies and decrease attack speed for all enemies 10th phase for 3.5 seconds. Wow. That's kind of nuts, guys. He decreases your attack speed of all enemies 10th phase, which is the highest phase like debuff and buff you can have in the game, for 3.5 seconds. And that's kind of silly, actually, to say the least. That's going to hurt a lot. A 2 type inflict 8,000 skill damage on one enemy, cooldown 14.4 seconds, which is not bad. Specialty 1 inflicts 3,200 additional skill damage on nearby enemies, which is pretty nice. Specialty 1. Specialty 2 cast Spirit of the New World effect, a New World effect on all enemies. 10th phase ignores immunities and evasion, excluding boss types. So that's really awesome. So this is always going to hit. It ignores immunities and invasion, which is what I was saying about your accuracy and you not hitting your characters. That's going to make it to where this is going to hit regardless, because like I just told you, a lot of enemies and bosses and sometimes heroes, they have really, really high invasion. So that's why you're going to miss quite a bit of times. And you have to get good patterns too. So he's going to make it to where you don't have to worry about that too much, at least when it comes to this effect. And then Spirit of the World Effect 1 removes buffs, which is very powerful. Just go ahead and knock all the buffs out. You don't have to worry about nothing. And then World Effect 2 is cast buff block, which hopefully gives us more information about that. The next skill inflicts 3,200 skill damage on all enemies. Cooldown 18.7 seconds. Specialty 1 cast stun. 10th phase ignores immunity and evasion for 3.3 seconds. Good lord, guys. He's going to be super good to use throughout the game period, no matter where you're going to use him. Highly recommend investing into him. We ain't even got done with him yet. I'm going to put a lot of my rubies and time into him too, because that's why I save up so much waiting for the next character. New character for the new year, and he's a banger for sure. 10th phase 5.5 seconds, which means you can't remove it unless you have a debuff that's 10 phase allow you to remove it. So that's kind of powerful. And then Golden Glory effect remove debuffs every second. So this tank is nothing to mess with. Like he's really good. I'm loving this guy so far, and I just got him. And then his ultimate signature skill, upon charging 100% signature energy. Specialty 1 inflict 19,200% skill damage on all enemies, which is an incredible amount of skill damage. And wow, Specialty 2 inflict additional damage equal to 30% of max health on all enemies. Block revives Upon enemy death, excluding boss types. Yo, this guy makes sure you can't even. So that character I use in my group, Meta, I think her name is. If he ultimates and hit my team with this, they won't come back if they die, and Camille won't come back. The revive for Camille won't come back either. This guy is broken, guys. You might want to invest a lot into him. I'm going to definitely invest in him, put him in my lineup immediately. Not just yet because he's not that strong. I won't be buying rubies until like mid of this month or near the end of this month. But I'm definitely going to use him immediately. Holy mo. Goodness gracious. Especially three. Reduces received physical damage by 576% for all allies. 11th phase, guys. That's up for 20 seconds. So this guy is he's a little absurd. Honestly, he's really absurd. And then we're gonna go to lightning was this a lightning effect? It has another effect too, and it says specialty 4, cast lightning effect on yourself 11th phase for 10 seconds. So lightning effect directs all enemy attacks towards you. So basically, he's a full tank, so they're all gonna get provoked on you, so they're not attacking nobody else, which is also a very powerful thing. So when your healer is making him, keeping him healthy, that's pretty awesome right there. I like this. This dude is amazing. He is beyond incredible. Like wow. Effect 2, cast was immunity on yourself. Recovers 100% of HP when it ends, which is pretty good. Lightning effect 3, when casting the lightning effect on yourself, cast an effect to receive only 1 damage from 10 enemies attacks on all enemies. 11th phase. That's pretty dumb. He's pretty good. He's I think he's like almost the best tank in the game by far. Like this guy's gonna mess some people up. Like holy mo. What's that? Establishing order. It says conditional special skill cooldown 10.2 seconds when HP is 50% or lower. Specialty 1, decrease attack speed by 20% for all enemies 11th phase for 5 seconds, which is going to be impossible to remove it unless they have higher buffs in the game for enemies. Debuffs anyway. Specialty 2, cast establishing order on self 11th phase for 5 seconds. Order effect 1, recovers 10% of your max HP every second, which is beyond belief dumb. Order effect 2, when casting or establishing order effect on yourself, cast an effect to receive only 1 damage from 5 enemies, attacks on all allies, which is quite powerful. That's kind of broken. 11th phase for 5 seconds. Effect 3, when casting establishing order effect on self, cast an effect that blocks buff removal 3 times on all allies. I don't know what to say. This guy is probably just the best tank ever. He's absurdly stupid, and I highly recommend you get him. Like he's beyond belief dumb, in my opinion. Just flat out, just amazing. Pursuit of justice. Passive, personal passive, increase STR by 1,152% and STA by the same percentage, becoming immune to instant death attacks. 12th phase, so we're going even higher. So yeah, you ain't killing them. Sorry. You ain't killing them. Ally Aura, decrease received damage by 140%, and increase STA by 432%. Enemy Aura, decrease debuff duration by 10% and increase debuff duration by 10%. This dude is just wild, man. Specialty, when you attack enemies, cast a debuff that suspends skill cooldowns for enemy paladin, dual wielders, and rogues. Also blocks them from using a skill. 10th phase for 5 seconds. Ignores immunities and evasion, excluding bosses. Dude, this guy is just beyond. Oh my word, goodness. Center of the world. This is for your arena and stuff like that. League battle, guild takeover, all that stuff. Personal passive, increase physical attack by 8,640%. Additional random damage by 4,320%, and STA by 2,304%. Ally Aura reduces received damage by 288% and increase STA by 864%. Enemy Aura decrease debuff duration by 5% and increase debuff duration by 5%, which is pretty wild, guys. Like this guy's amazing. I'm just saying it, just clean and clear. He's beyond good. Increase attack by 2,786% for all allies. Decrease received damage by 275% for all allies. Increase STA by 836% for all allies. And this right here is King's, his last one. Infinity Passive, personal passive, increase STR by 157%. Ally Aura, increase main stats by 83%, which is quite good. Specialty, inflicts 3,200 additional skill damage on all enemies upon normal attacks, excluding boss types. And then the last one is Shield Takeover. So how do I feel about this guy? Odin is broken, just beyond belief. He's extremely strong. I definitely would imagine him getting banned in one of the PvPs for sure, or anywhere else. He's definitely beyond powerful, to say the least. He's going to put in a lot of work when you play with him. He's going to do a lot. Just flat out, just broken. He's going to be so good. And I cannot wait to see what else he does, because man, he's going to be quite powerful. And as far as your general lineup of what you should be running, so there isn't really a specific team that you should be running in this game. It's all about adapting to your situations and what teams and what characters you think you should be running. I always switch up my team. I never use the same one over and over again. But in my opinion, you should always use a paladin, an archer, 2 dual wielders, and a healer in most cases, because you want to be able to do a lot of damage. So for instance, I haven't swapped this team up in a long time. I just got to 181, but I have these guys. I have a healer, I have a paladin, I have like a DPS, I think 2 DPSs, and I have a rogue. A rogue is also good too. I generally kind of stick around those teams. I don't really use mages like that because they're not that good in my opinion, not yet at least, or they're just not strong enough to show me that they can do a lot of damage. So really what you want to kind of stick with is archers, dual wielders, warriors, DPSs, paladins, rogues, and mages. And and healers. Enchanters and mages, they can kind of take a backseat for a little bit. And that should be like your general lineup of what you should be focusing on. I mean, I love using her. I use her quite a bit. I use her quite a bit. Her quite a bit. Her a lot. Him a lot. Her a lot. Him a lot. And like a few others as well. I use all these guys too. I power them up as much as I can, but that's kind of where you want to sit your lineup at. And of course, I use all of these except for him. I'm not going to use him just yet, but that's kind of what you need to focus on, is having your strong characters that can deal damage quickly. And then they may miss a lot, but you just have to increase their accuracy and make them a bit stronger. Once you do that, you should be in the game, because it's going to take some time for sure for you to be able to hit and stuff like that, because they have really high invasion in this game, and it's going to take time for you to overcome that. So as long as you follow that, you should be just fine. You have to make your team stronger, kind of flip-flop against your teams and stuff like that, because that's basically what you're going to have to do. Because there's just no like optimal lineup, because it's always going to change as you play through this game. I've never had a team that I've used through the whole entire game without having to change it up, because either A, I wasn't strong enough, or B, they kept missing. So in the investment series, it's going to continue in a couple days. I was going to do it today, but a new character came out, and I covered accessories in the lineup. So just be mindful and do those things. And hopefully that's going to help you, help everybody else. Because I did a video about this before. People kept asking me, like, why is my character missing so much? What's, what's going on? And it's not even that. It's just your evasion is just your evasion is not high enough. I mean, not your evasion. Your accuracy isn't high enough. So once it gets high enough, and you get a good pattern, you'll be able to eat through everything. Once your characters get stronger too. Like, that's kind of what it's about. So once that's said and done, you'll be basically good to go. And the secret stores here, so you could probably get some accessories. This is the best time to get that as well. Don't miss out on that. The secret shop is actually really horrible. It's not as great as it was before. So a little disappointed about that. But it is what it is. Katarina's event, I'm going to be doing a lot more on that too. Her third form may got revealed when I said it, because she looks totally different. So we'll see what it takes to get that. I'm going to be doing her event a bit more, just so I can kind of keep in touch about with Katarina. But we are done with this video. New characters beyond broken, definitely make them. I already got them. Didn't seem too hard to get them. And we're going to keep powering him up and see what we can do with him. But that's the first video 2024, guys. Started off with a banger. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any suggestions, let me know. Investment series will be continuing in a couple of days. Until then, I will see you for the next one, guys.